Hello, and I am at Shenfield on the Great Eastern Mainline. In this video you'll be seeing services by Greater Anglia, TfL Rail, and hopefully some freight to add to the mix. Over there is a 1226 TfL Rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Here's 321 311 and one of her classmates from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford. That is also a 1226 service. Sadly, I'm going to have to stay under the covers, I think, for now, because it is very rainy here. But anyway, let's spot some trains. Now arriving is the 1229 Greater Anglia service from Chelmsford to London Liverpool Street, being worked by a class 720. And we've also got TfL Rail class 345, but looks like it's departing. 720 559. And we have got over there the 1229 TfL Rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, and there is that other TfL Rail 345 that is arriving. Or is it departing? Looks like it's arriving. Yeah, it has just stopped. Yeah, hopefully the rain will stop and I will be able to go up to the end of the platform at some point. I'm not holding out complete hope. It's a pretty shocking view from here. Now departing is the 1231 Greater Anglia service from Chelmsford to London Liverpool Street, and that TfL Rail class 345 that arrived was from Shenfield Stabling Sidings to Shenfield. Now arriving is the 1232 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford, being worked by class 720.
I don't know how you're here, but I'm glad you're here.
720 562. It's a very empty train. And also now departing is the 1233 TfL Rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. Now departing is the 1235 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford. And also departing is a TfL Rail class 345 from Shenfield to Ilford EMUD. (345.022). And now the station's a bit more open. Now arriving is the 1236 TfL Rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, being worked by a class 345. And the 345 over to the right is 345.016. And also arriving is the 1237 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria. (345.042). 321 327. Now departing is the 12:38 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria.
Yeah.
321 336.
So we've got train as far as Chelmsford. Okay, yeah. So it's like otherwise you get bus to Ingastone and then you get bus to Bradenton.
Now departing is the 12:41 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. And I might be able to head up towards the top of the platform soon because it does seem like the rain is getting lighter. Now arriving is the 12:42 Greater Anglia service from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street, being worked by a class 720. Seven 551. Now arriving is the 12:44 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, being worked by a class 345. And now departing is the 12:45 Greater Anglia service from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street. Now arriving is the 12:46 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford, being worked by a class 720. Seven 549. Now departing is the 12:48 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street, and as you can see I have actually moved up the platform now. Three 45042. I'm not sure if I'll be able to stay here for all that long, because it might start raining again, but who knows. Here we have 720 538, and this is the 12:48 Greater Anglia service from Chelmsford to London Liverpool Street. Now departing is the 12:50 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford. Now arriving is the 12:53 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, being worked by class 345. Three four five 038. Now arriving is the 12:56 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria, and also now departing is the 12:56 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street, being worked by class 345. 321 341 and 345 003. And 321 323. Now departing is the 12:59 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria. And now arriving is the 12:59 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield. 345 014. Now arriving is the 1300 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford, being worked by a class 745. 745 105. It's actually one of the Stansted Express units, although it definitely is a Great Anglia service. Now departing is the 1303 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. I did actually think it was this Great Anglia service, but not departing yet apparently. Three four five 038. And also departing is the 1304 Greater Anglia service from Chelmsford to London Liverpool Street, which is being worked by a pair of class 321s, which obviously I won't be able to get the number of. Now departing is the 1305 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Chelmsford, and as you can see I have moved up the platform a bit, which is because I'm going to be switching over to platform 1 and 2 after this, probably only for like 10 or 15 minutes until my train arrives. And here is 720-558, and that is the 1305 Greater Anglia service from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street. Now arriving is the 1307 TfL rail service from from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, being worked by 345 006, and I have switched over to platform 1 and 2. Now departing is the 1311 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. And it looks like it's 345016, although I presume I've probably already said what it is before, so it doesn't really matter. Now arriving is the 1314 TfL rail service from London Liverpool Street to Shenfield, being worked by a class 345. I think it's 345015, but I will get another look when it comes down. Actually, I probably won't, now that I think about it, because the train only barely fits into that platform. So no, I won't. I'm just going to presume it's probably 345015. Now arriving is the 1315 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria, 321 320. Now arriving is the 1317 Greater Anglia service from Chelmsford to London Liverpool Street, 7:20:562. Now departing is the 1318 TfL rail service from Shenfield to London Liverpool Street. And also now departing is the 1318 Greater Anglia service from Chelmsford to London Liverpool Street. Now departing is the 1319 Greater Anglia service from London Liverpool Street to Southend Victoria. With 321 335 on the rear. Now arriving is the 1323 Greater Anglia service from Southend Victoria to London Liverpool Street, and this will be the final train of the video. So if you did enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you wish and I'll try to respond to it, and join my Discord server if you want to talk to me and my fans. 321 406 is leading. So thanks for watching and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.